Good afternoon, grown folk. I'm coming in hot with some marital advice, honey. I got to get this off my chest, so work with me. So, I was talking to a sister friend, and we were discussing how important it is to have a village that understands the covenant of marriage. That village needs to understand that that man is going to piss you off time and time again. That lady is going to nag you to the rooftops time and time again. And you have to forgive over and over and over and over and over again. That is just what marriage is. It's two people coming together as one. It's a bumping heads at times. It's a I just don't like you at times. But you need that village around you. So if you have to phone a friend, they're not telling you, forget that. I would leave him, girl. I can't believe. That's not what you need when you just having a little riff with your boo, right? So I'm going to give you 3 points or 3 things that can help you navigate marriage and try to see some longevity, right? So the first thing is to have yourself a village of people that you can call on in advance. You don't want to call the people that's going to tell you to leave that person. You want to call the people that's going to hold you accountable. That's going to hold you accountable. I should reverse that. The first thing should be apologize swiftly. Being self-aware is going to be key here, ladies and gentlemen. You know if your voice, your tone wasn't right, if your attitude wasn't right, if you addressed the issue when you should have been halting, you know, right? Check yourself and go apologize to your boo swiftly. Give him a kiss. Give her a kiss. I apologize. I spoke wrong to you. I apologize. I was short with you. That removes all the ego and it keeps the devil from having an entry point. You will be amazed at how little you argue, fuss, and fight, and the time that goes in between with y'all not speaking because said argument, fussing, and fighting, because you apologize swiftly. Number 2 is going to be to have you a circle of or a select 1 or 2 that you can call if it's really bad. If you really messed up or he really messed up and you just need some additional support, have that person that you can call. Number 3 is don't tell all your business. Don't every time you have a disagreement with your spouse, you should not be calling your pastor. You should not be calling your friends. No, no, and no. Handle that thing down on knee bone station. What's that? Get on your knees, call out to God, ask him for guidance and direction. Discernment. Go to God. Don't be going to your single friends especially. But you should not be telling your marital business to everyone. That should not happen. You have to understand that your friends and family are team you. So when you tell them about your mates or your partner's shortcomings, they hold on to that when you are obligated to forgive. So they're holding on to it. You forgive. You went from, you know what he did, to girl, you know what he did. Now, once you get to that second one, they still like, I know what he did. Don't give nobody no one up on your husband or your wife. Don't do it. Don't do it. I am the one that's given the side eye. That's me. I had a friend. She was in an abusive relationship. She had just had a little thing with her. I ain't messing with him no more. I put him out. I called her. He answered the phone. I was like, put her on the phone. Guess what, y'all? I had to check myself. Because I don't care what me and my husband go through. You call my house and say, put Tish on the phone, and don't address him as the head of my house, you're going to have a problem. Actually, somebody tried it. And I said, don't call my house no more. You will respect my husband. So I had to tell my sister friend, I don't need to know all the intricacies because I realize I'm holding on to that. But I apologized to her. That's what grown folks do. You assess yourself and the situation, and you apologize when you need to. But there's a lesson in that. There's a lesson in that. I knew too much. I knew too much. And I needed to be able to support her without being more angry about it than she was. She had to get to the point where she wanted to get out of that situation, and she did. Glory to God. So you see what I mean? Marriage, I've been married 21 years. It has not always been easy. I don't always like my husband. He does not always like me. We have some basic fundamental things that we do to undergird our marriage that is built in. For example, if we have an argument, we don't leave the house. We have a 4-bedroom house. We can go to another part of the house. There's no reason to leave the house. Leaving the house puts insecurity in that household. So now you're making your situation worse if every time you have a disagreement, you got to go run the street or go out in the street. We don't do that. We might not be chatty, nestled up with one another watching a movie, but we're in the same house. That's something that works for us. May or may not work for you. You might need to walk that thing off. But if you know you're inclined to step off or hook up with somebody, whatever, you're not going to make your marriage better by triangulating. You need to just deal with it or give yourself time to breathe that thing out and then circle back to it. Another thing we do is my husband said, I'm not sleeping on the couch ever. It was after he had done it a couple times. He's like, I'm not doing that no more. I pay mortgage. What would I sleep on the couch for? He will get up early in the morning and go downstairs if he has an attitude with me. It could be a weekend day where we usually like try to sleep in. He'll get up early, but he's like, I'm not sleeping on the couch. Or he'll go in our daughter's room, which is a guest room. It used to be the guest room. He would go in the guest room at that time. But she's in college now, so he could go and sleep in her room if he needed to. But we sleep in our marital bed every night. That's what we do. That's helped us. Another thing that helped us is we decided long ago that continually doing the things that we did when we were single, like taking trips and doing stuff with our single life activities, right? Going to the bars and the clubs and all that stuff. Don't get married if that's what you want to do. There is an occasional, girls gathering or whatever, for sure. For sure. You should still have your activities that you enjoy doing with your friends. By all means, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is what worked for us is we don't do separate vacations. Our vacations, if he has 5 weeks vacation and I have 5 weeks vacation, our vacations are timed. We might have a vacation now that we're empty nesters that we can do without baby girl. But it's not, I'm taking a week over here and I'm going here with my girls and we just don't rock like that. If that works for you, so be it. That was something we learned in premarital counseling, that it does not help build a marriage. And so we learned early on, we don't do that. When our daughter was younger and we didn't have a sitter, we were invited to an event, we didn't have a sitter, neither one of us would go. We would just decline. Just was what it was. We're a team. We're a unit. When you see him, you see me often. When you see me, you see him often. So these are just some things that have worked for us. Together 24, married 21. It gotta be worth a little something. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. And if there are any other topics that you want me to cover, let me know that too. I believe firmly that we are better when we have solid family structures. And so if we can get the relationship part right, we can get to more situations where we have 2-parent households so we can start building some generational wealth. When you have a family that one person paying rent over here, another person paying rent over here, or there's 2 separate mortgages because there's 2 households that's being run, there's 2 electric, gas, water, it's too much. That's hurting us as a people. When we have strong families, we have strong communities. And when we have strong communities, we have strong cities, strong states, and a stronger country. We need each other now more than ever. Okay? I pray that helped y'all. Again, please sound off in the comments. Let me know if anything resonated with you. And again, if there's anything else that you would like me to share about how we make it work over here. All right? Create a wonderful day. May God bless and keep you. May heaven shine upon you. And be kind to one another. You may never know what someone else is going through. P.S. This gray journey I'm on is driving me crazy. I am trying not to color. I cut it, but I'm trying not to color. Y'all keep me in prayer. Peace. Create a wonderful day.